Hi Libra, welcome to your March monthly love reading. As you can see, I pulled out your base reading over here just so I can do a little bit of meditating, just so I can see what messages are resonating with me and which Libras they resonate with. I'm very new to YouTube, so any of your likes and or subscriptions, I greatly appreciate them, guys. And if you think that this message is for somebody out there, another Libra, please share the video so they can hear the messages as well. Now, please also listen to your moon and your rising, of course, so to see if they best resonate with you or if they complement this reading. Now, to go over everything, this is the beginning of the month, guys. This is the middle of the month, and this is the end of the month. And then this guy over here just tells me the overall influence of the month and or your thoughts generally for the month of March for your love reading. And then we're going to go in and we're going to clarify everything. Now, I just want to quickly brief some of you that are single to mingle Librians out there. Guys, for the most part, I have you right here as the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is just talking about you, your independence, and how you're doing independently well, whether that's financially or, you out on your own, not needing anybody. And if I line it going down this way, because this is the beginning of the month, this is the middle of the month, and in the end, I do have somebody coming in for you guys at the end of the month. But over here, these cards are just telling me that I've got some energies where there's frustration, especially right there. You walking away, you feeling challenged, and you're in this, I don't want to say aggressive attitude, but you're just feeling a little like annoyed kind of thing. You just need to be a little bit patient, because the month for the whole month of March, I don't see anything going on for you single folk, but something at the very end of the month. Now, the overall influencing card, as I said earlier, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands discusses either taking, if there was a fork in your road, which way would you go down? Would you go down the safe bet, or would you go down the fiery path that you see here? Like, this guy is deciding. He's like, do I go through the fire and because it's passionate and exciting and I don't know what awaits for me on the other side, or do I go down this dirt path where I know where it's going to lead me? The safe bet versus the risky bet. All right, let's continue. So that's the overall thought, and we're going to apply that to the whole entire monthly reading. Now over here, as you see, we have the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords, and in my other decks, usually it's the Knight of Swords. But the Princess of Swords is basically telling me you have this energy, and this is pretty much you guys, male or female, or you could be dealing with another Libra or Gemini, Aquarius individual. You guys aren't a king or a queen yet. So you have this energy where you're somebody special. You're somebody, spectacular. You'll eventually end up with somebody, or, you'll be someone, even if you are in a relationship or if you are single, but you are acting slightly a little arrogant is the way I want to say it. Not in a horrible way, because if it's not reverse, because in the reverse, I would say, Jesus Christ, snotty, nasty. But, it's a point where you're like, I can have a lot of fun because I have time on my hands. I'm not the king or queen, and I don't have to rule a kingdom, nor do I have to rule a family. So I could slice and dice and have fun in the meantime. I've got time on my hands. You're also discerning and decisive. You know exactly what you want. But you don't mince words, and nor do you waste time. Now, moving on over here, guys, I have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, and it's in the reverse, which makes it more interesting. Those of you that are in a relationship, guys, at the beginning of March, you're starting to actually open up to your partner, because here in this picture, let me just see if I can bring it up close. That blindfolded individual lost the blindfold. And, the swords are upside down. They can drop the act. Although that the relationship does need some form of balancing, of course, but also it cautions you, Libra, if somebody's pushing you for an answer or to do something or push you forward, it's cautioning you, no, take your time, because this is you. You don't need to settle down just yet. You got time on your hand. You know what it means to have a family. And maybe you're not just there yet. And if somebody's pushing you into a relationship or whatever it is that they're pushing you into, it's cautioning you, just take your time and really think about it and do that magic thing that you do in, be cerebral, logical, and reasonable. And you usually are. But this is also the card of sweeping you off your feet, guys. So somebody could have swept you off your feet, and now all of a sudden they want like Insta family with you, or they're trying to push you like, oh, I met you yesterday, so let's move in tomorrow. It's like, wait, what? And so you're questioning your independence. You're questioning, well, what's going to happen to me? Will I lose myself in this scenario? And, those for you that are the single folk, again, you're doing just quite well. Just be a little bit patient for, something to go, come in your direction, which is at the end of the month. Now, going over here in the middle of the month where I have the Five of Wands in reverse, I'm hearing like some of you are acting hastily, or you're just, swishing and swashing and I'm having fun and I'm doing this and I'm just dating and I don't know. And then this person is putting you in this energy, forcing you to think about your independence, that right now your actions are turning a little hasty. You're put into this like competitive, I don't want to say competitive nature. I want to say you're put in this like competition with your partner, but in a positive way, not in a negative way. But it's almost like it's a good thing, because what's going to happen here, guys, is not secrets, but things about you that are different, that makes you different from your partner, will come to light. So you bring it forward and you talk about it. So this is what it means over here, to release some of your vulnerabilities. So because you're forced to release some of your vulnerabilities and talk about, what you like, what you don't like, because you are a discerning individual, over here we are in the middle of the month having this big conversation about who you are, what you want, what you like, and it's forcing you to be all upfront about it, which is not normally your nature. Let me tell you something else, folks. You know why this is happening? Because we have Mars, your Venus is in Aries, which is ruled by Mars, which is an aggressive nature, and it's going retrograde. And in retrograde, it's making us act in crazy ways. It's making us think of our past and using our past as examples to make us help move forward in our relationship decisions. And that's a big fat no-no, to the point where it's making you want to walk away. And even though some of you single folk that are, dating out there and you're frustrated, you're like, F this, I'm out. And for those of you that are in a relationship, like, well, I can't be forced into this situation, so I'm out. So here we are. Someone's cautioning you at the beginning of the month, forcing you to do something, and you walking away from that, and then you having to make the choice at the end of the month between you and that lover. Definitely so. Single folk, this is the end of the month. Somebody's coming in, and it could very well be this King of Cups. But anyway, let's go back to over here, finishing off the middle of the month. The Hangman. This is you feeling like you're in a stuck situation, like it's a sticky scenario, and you need to figure out how you can either fix this or get out of this. But already here, you have turned your back to the scenario, and now you're upside down. You're like, oh, did I make the right choice? Did I not make the right choice? You feel super stuck. And this is another card of the Pisces, which March is Pisces season. It's going to force you to think about those feelings, those thoughts, along with Venus in Aries. You're acting on those feelings, and that's not usually your nature, as we said before. You're a very cerebral individual. You're not calculated. You're balanced, and you're ruled. Your planet that you're ruled by is Venus, so it's in your opposite sign, which is Mars, which it's like forcing you to be the other side of you, the side of you that never comes out. And over here we are again. The Princess of Pentacles in reverse. This is you being stubborn, almost like a capricious child. You might even be a little bit wasteful with your thoughts, your feelings, and you're not sharing or caring. Single folk, this is you being stubborn, not, having any patience to just wait for, Prince Charming to come along, which he eventually does. But, this is showing me a lack of patience. Let's go through this. Look. You at the beginning of the month feeling like, oh, I'm single and free and happy, or I'm dating and I like it and I like my freedom and I like our situation, being forced into something that you really don't. So you have a competitive nature amongst you and your partner in your relationship, but it's bringing things to the surface that you get to uncover and clean out the cobwebs, but then it's left you in this position of being a little bit stubborn, like you want it your way. And that's why there's this competition going on over here. Here, we had where it was cautioning you if somebody's pushing you ahead. You walking away, you having to decide between the lovers. The lovers is a decision between individuals. And for you single folk, a lover is coming in. And it could be a water sign male who could come in and sweep you right off your feet. He is emotionally balanced. He is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or this could actually be your partner. If you're dealing with somebody who wants to move in with you yesterday, he's about to give you a whole load of truth telling. You know, the Ace of Swords talks about, you know, telling you the truth, how they feel, how you feel. Or this could also be you putting a stop to it. But, you know, this more or less, these two together, this tells me that there's going to be some form of a contract or a deal that you guys are making together. Whether you're signing a lease on an apartment or buying a house or getting a car together, this could be, you know, an engagement too. Single folk, this is just you being offered something brand new. Or now, if this is what's going on here on the greater scope of for you Libras, the one I've captured where you're dealing with a partner where you don't know how you feel about them, you know, this could also you be putting a stop to it. For me, aces are new things. So maybe you put a stop to whatever this whole thing is, and then you start a new chapter in your lives together. So let's just go ahead and clarify these bad boys and see what's going on. Universe, angel, spirit guides for Team Libra. What do we have for Libra? What do you have for my Princess of Swords? What's for Princess of Swords, please? Thank you. Yeah, Princess of Swords with the Chariot. You guys are just going to move forward. You're just going to go full steam ahead either way, you know, but with a purpose. The Two of Swords reverse, universe, angel, spirit guides. What do we have for the Libras? Thank you. Yes, Strength reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it's exactly as I was thinking. So for the single folk, you just need a little bit of patience and strength, and I see you're not. You're incredibly impatient, and I see that here with the these two princesses here, because princesses could be very demanding. Let me just put that there. With this Two of Swords reverse. And for the other folk where I was originally saying, yeah, guys, this is somebody that doesn't want to slow their roll. You're like, oh, a little slower, please. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's too slow, you know, and whatever it is maybe it's not moving enough fast enough for you guys. You don't want to be in this single status anymore. Universe, angel, spirit guides. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Really? The Two of Swords again? The cautioning of not moving too fast, or this is now in the upright position, guys, with this. So this is you debating between the relationship whether you should be single. You have twos all over the place. First of all, twos are relationships, partnerships, and or choices and decisions. And you have a two over there. You have another two over here. And here's another two. And again, it's talking about not knowing what to do on how to balance out this scenario about you being single or being in a relationship. And it points to that right there as well. Five of Wands in reverse, universe. Spirit guides, why is the Five of Wands reverse? Please clarify. The World, yeah. Once you have these arguments or these conversations, and once you get past this frustration, this friendly fighting that you guys are doing, or this friendly competition, you're going to start a new phase. You're going to be like, okay, you put all your cards on the table, and then you're like, okay, it's time to start a new phase. For you single folk, with this frustration that you guys are having, this lack of patience, once you get through this cycle, you will start this new phase in your life. You will start a new journey. Now, why is the Eight of Cups here? Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Yeah, guys, this is one too many. I don't take out that many for a clarifier. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Please clarify the Eight of Cups for my Libra friends, please. Thank you. Oh, wow. Here he is again, the King of Cups. Like you have a King of Cups down here. Now you have the King of Cups from this, you walking away from this King of Cups. This King of Cups in the reverse is somebody that is really emotionally pushy. Could be emotionally immature. Could be, I heard emotional warfare. Like emotional hostage is what I heard. Emotionally holding you hostage is what I heard. But he's not being cool. And that's why you're walking away, because you need a breath. You know, for those of you that are single, you could be meeting these type of guys right now where they're emotionally unavailable or unattainable or not even sustainable. Okay, guys, let's keep going. Why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here? Please clarify the Hangman. One more top card. Yeah, they're all telling me the same exact story, guys. Okay, so you have the Hangman right here, and we're clarifying this by the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse, along with this Hangman right here, you feeling, guys, like you're in a stuck situation, and that's why you see this guy hanging from a tree. He's at a crossroads in his life right now. He doesn't know what the heck to do. Does he stay or does he go? Does he stay or does he go? Right here again, the main influencing card for the whole entire month. Does he do the passionate road, or, you know, the road less traveled, or the road he knows? And over here, you being stuck, thinking about it, you're trying to think about it from a different perspective, which is why he's hanging from a tree upside down. He's like, I don't think I need this burden. I don't need this baggage, because I am a princess, you know, right here. I'm a princess. I'm not ruling a kingdom. I'm single and happy as I am right here. And then over here, you're like, I'm dropping the sacrifices and the burdens because I just don't really need to have them in my life, which is also why you were walking away. Now, why is the Princess of Pentacles in reverse? She's not a person in your midst, guys. I think she's an energy, Jesus, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, here we go. Once you guys do this, whether you're single or with a person, because I've explained the situation for those of you that are coupled up, and I've explained the situation for you single folk. Once you go through this, from the first week to the second week, and then you get down to the end of the month, you go from this hasty feeling, this lack of principle, lack of morals type of person, and you go in this upright position. You become this Queen of Pentacles. You become grounded. Maybe you are getting advice by your mother, or you're working with your mother, or you're moving in with your mother. That's specific for some of you, a few of you. She's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, because the earth energy is there. But more or less, I'm also getting the energy that you guys turn yourself right up, because once you go through this and you walk away and you drop the burdens, boom, you turn into this responsible, person who's thought everything out, and you're like, you know what, I know what I'm worth, I know who I am, I know where I need to be going, I don't need crap in my life. Bye, burdens. Lovers, please clarify the Lovers. Thank you. Wow, is this like one too many? I feel like this is one too many. But they kind of tell me a story, so I don't know. All right, I'm going to take it. We're clarifying the Lovers, and the Lovers is major arcana. And it's also a decision between two lovers, or you and a lover, or a choice between you moving forward or not being with a lover. It is your free will, but this is something that the universe is sort of like making you deal with as we speak. Now let's discuss. This is a marriage not happening, canceled, or on hold. This is also something where doing something in a very unorthodox type of way. So if you're single, ladies and gentlemen, Libras, maybe you need to start changing it up and not going to your same old haunts. Change up your community. Change up the places you hang out. Change your bar scene or wherever you hang out. Do something different, because in the reverse, it's telling me to do something completely unorthodox. Or for those coupled up, something about this relationship is incredibly unorthodox, or the marriage commitment is falling through. And then because of this, you were having sleepless nights, but they pretty much die off at the end of the month when you make the decision for the Lovers and the Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse is just telling me almost like the Princess right here. You're like, because you just don't think that you need to deal with it, it's over with. Some of you are also dealing with a child, and the child is like an issue for you, and you don't know with the breakup of this relationship, what do you do with this child, because you're still caring for them, which is why I have a mother over here. The Queen of Pentacles is a mom. So, and then this child is in reverse, is like something about this child was a concern for you regarding this marriage. That's something specific. And that's why you're having a hard time between this lover, because there is a child involved. Now, let's see what's going on over here. If you're single, and don't be stalking people and just go out there and mingle. Now, the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. What are the final messages for the end of the month for my Libra folk? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to move this aside, because you got the Hangman and the Page of Wands in reverse with the Six of Swords, clarifying these two guys. So I'm going to push everybody aside for just a sec, because it's a little, and I'll do that. Now, this King of Cups that you guys are dealing with, that you felt like you were in a stuck situation, that you're finally getting some truth telling over here, or, you're putting a stop to it. Once you do that, you initiate this thing where you leave these rough waters and you go into smoother waters and you go in a better direction. Whatever you were dealing with, whether it was a child in the previous marriage or relationship, it's something that you're just going to have to carry over and deal with. And these are energies that are carrying over into April. This is also somebody that you're dealing with that has rose-colored glasses on and is immature and just really doesn't have a grasp of what's going on in the whole entire situation. The Hangman in reverse. Again, where you have the Hangman right here, you have it again over here. That you're not, because it's upside down, where here it was in the upright position, you're no longer in that stuck position. You're not. You're just like, okay, so now I'm moving either forward with this guy, because now we're starting a new beginning, because I got the truth out of him, or vice versa, or you just cut him out of the picture altogether. You're no longer feeling that stuck, because it's in reverse. So you're getting down from the tree and you're moving forward into a better direction, and you're getting rid of this nonsense. So more or less, this is what I think is getting cut out, this nonsense. All right, guys, last but not least, I know it looks like a smorgasbord of cards up here. Sorry, I'm just going to clean up the clarifying guys. And now we're going to pull just 2 oracle cards. Sorry about that. I'm just going to try to clean it up as much as possible. All right. All right. Yep. Ish. Okay, Libra. Let's do your romance oracle cards. Universe, angel, spirit guides from my team Libra. What messages do you have for them? What messages do you have for my Libra? Libras. Universe, angel, spirit guides, and shuffle whatever messages for Libra. Okay, let's see what flew out. This just landed down, so I'm not taking it. Any more cards? Nope. Worth waiting for. That's kind of what I was getting. I'm going to do one more shuffle just to see what's going to come out. If anything else pops out for you guys. I guess you have a lot of messages. All right, this is the only other one that was upright, so I'm only taking the upright cards. All right, let's talk. So, the soulmate. Yes, this could be your soulmate, and this could be this person that you're dealing with, this emotionally balanced individual, or when he becomes emotionally balanced, this water sign person. And for you single folk, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Be patient, as we said. Over here, where I was telling you, where you're single as a dollar bill and you're frustrated and you're like walking away and just like feeling all kinds of sense of frustration. Just hang in there. Be a little bit patient because, you know, you are going to meet your Romeo towards the end of the month. Worth waiting for. All right, Libra. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please send this video to anybody else who you think should hear this. And until April, have a wonderful March. Bye, Libra.